and knock that down.
Learn more about mud daubers at livingthecountrylife.com. I'll see you in the country.
Living the Country Life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic, share your tips, and post photos by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com.
Today's Daily Encouragement by William the Encourager, sponsored by Ted Russell Nissan, home of the lifetime warranty on Kingston Pike.
Praise ye the Lord, brothers and sisters. This week is going so fast. It is Thursday already. So praise God. Come on, let's pray. Let's thank God for this week. Let's thank God for what he's done for us, to us, and through us. Father, we thank you. We give you praise, honor, and glory this morning, Lord. And we ask you to bless our family, our home, our loved ones, Lord, our friends and neighbors, and bless those, Lord God, that are out there that are not under the covering, Father. Lord, we love you so much, and we thank you, and we give you glory, honor, and praise today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and hallelujah, brothers and sisters. It's Thursday, and all week long we're talking about tending your mind. Your mind is like a garden, and if it's allowed to grow without any good stuff, then it's going to be a mess. Have you ever went past an abandoned house? When I'm going over my father-in-law's house where I live, I go by this old house, and it's weeds everywhere. There's nothing good growing, nothing but weeds and brush and all types of growth that is no good. But there are houses that I pass that have manicured lawns, and you know what? Now, don't get me wrong now. You can have a manicured lawn and still have weeds growing underneath. So let's begin to tender the garden of our mind. Let me give you an analogy here that is real easy to remember. It's called the bruised apple. Drop an apple on the floor, then cut it open to reveal the bruise. The point, even if you can't see it from the outside, means words hurt people on the inside. So brothers and sisters, be careful what you say. And just think, the words that you say to some people can cut like a knife. Here's another analogy that you might want to think about. If you take a nail and drive that nail into the wall and pull it out, well, there's a hole there. There's a hole there. Once you pull the nail out, there's still a hole there. It's just like when we say negative or hurtful things to other people or to ourselves. Yeah, you can take it back and say, I'm sorry, but there's still a hole there. Let's practice on, if we can't say anything nice, how about not saying nothing at all? Because the world doesn't need, people in the world doesn't need you to hurt them. There's so many hurtful things going on in the world today. Let's be a part of the solution rather than being a part of the problem. Let's start to love instead of hate. You know, there's so many things that we can turn around if we choose to. But the world has gotten so bad. Instead of helping, people are hurting. Instead of talking nice, people are hurting. There's so much negativity going on in the world. But we must learn to weed out those negative thoughts. You know, we've got to weed out that stuff. Because if we don't, how are we going to say that we are God's people? How can we say that we love Jesus when we don't love our brother? How can you say that? He tells us to take the speck out of your eye before you try to take the mote out of your brother's eye. So we've got to do some gardening ourselves if we want to get things right. And it's possible. We can do all things through Christ. Remember, there's a way out of your mess, and it's JESUS.
Where can you buy a brand new Nissan with a lifetime warranty? Kingston Pike. Hey, folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. You heard it right. Every new Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty, and that's a long, long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Good morning and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Rome, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome into another edition of David West, Stars and Stories of the Kaz Walker Show. Hello, fellers. Good morning.
Hello.
Raring to go and can't go for raring?
Everything's going on,
I reckon.
Dustin's on the job this morning. Harry's on the job. Barney's on his way.
Okay.
He's supposed to be here any time, he said.
Oh, good.
He might be selling some insurance, I don't know, or paying somebody for something.
That's what he's doing.
You know, I was telling these boys, I was watching Gunsmoke last night, and I saw something that took me back to about 5 or 6 year old. And in our house, we had y'all probably don't remember hardwood. They had these little tables, they were half moon. One up and straight across, so you sit up against the wall.
Yeah.
Next to that half moon, you set your horsepan on it, and a big old pitcher, and you poured your water. So you didn't have no sink or no inside water. You had to heat it on your old coal stove. My sister Emma, she had her up some good water, you know, and she went in the other room, and she did. I was about 5 years old or 4. I come in there, and I was praying there in water in the car. Made her mad, and she hit me and knocked me. I was terrified. She knocked me under that table because I was little. I put a roll on there. But what was so funny, that took care of that. Well, to get back in, there was a beer joint right above Ciderville. Uh-huh. And the front part of it was on my state highway property. I mean, it wasn't their property, but it was on ground. And the rest of it was on stilts made out of brick. I still got some of them up there. I remember I was real young when it burnt down, so I was about 4, I guess. But I hadn't started school. I watched it burn down and fall in the creek, and it, you know, I was scared to death. I said, "Don't burn our house up, Mama." He said, "No, it ain't gonna burn us up." But anyhow, they had it fixed. They were selling something they wasn't supposed to, like moonshine or something, and back in the cops worked on fee. They called them fee grabbers. They didn't get paid a salary, and they said, "Here comes some in fee grabbers," and they're going to get, I think, about $3 for taking people in.
Oh, wow.
But what was strange about all this, imagine now, there wasn't no street lights nowhere. When it was dark, nobody burnt outside lights because they wanted to save on that light bill. I mean, people had to live hard.
Right.
And when you went from one room to the other, you had to cut that light out. Yeah. Daddy, cut that light out, and there ain't going to be nobody in there. The house was dark. Mm-hmm. Unless we was watching the fireplace, or unless we had a light on in that one room. And that's all you had. And the porch light just come on if you was carrying something in. So Elma used her water, and she got, and I saw this last night on Gunsmoke. Chester washed his face and everything up. He just walked to the door and threw his water out, and he hit somebody. "Oh, I'm sorry." He hit somebody outside walking by. Well, she did the same thing. And see, Daddy hauled for people, and so a lot of people come up there, and if they didn't fit sense, take them home. They drunk too much, you know.
Yeah.
So Elma was taking her water out, so she took her water out, or just her pan full of water. And she threw it like that when she did. It was drunk after her that was going to get Daddy to take him home. She hit him with that water. He screamed, and she started screaming. Daddy jumped up. What's going on? What's going on? She said, there's a man out here. he hollered and screamed because she hit him and baptized him right there. But Daddy got his flashlight, went around the house, and it was one of Daddy's friends. His Clark, I was going to give you 50 cents if you drive me home. So tell that girl I'm sorry. But she just about washed me down. And so we took him home. But see, stuff like that happened. That was really, when I saw that on Gunsmoke, I said, well, shoot, I've lived
You
that.
remember that.
I lived that right there. And then they got up to put a sink in your house. You ain't had no water, you just had a sink.
Yeah.
So you could wash and it'd go out. When that had a little tank that go in out there. But before that, you just walk, Lord, they just walk the door, dishwater, and because your grass stayed high, you mowed with a wick whack. You didn't cut it down like a lawnmower, you just whacked it off, kept it back like that when it hurt.
Yeah.
Just enough to, you could wade through it. And I was out there one day, and Elmo had bought me a knife at your grandma. They went to Gatlinburg, and always had to bring somebody back something.
Yeah.
Space was a kid. She brought me a little knife. I meant to bring it somewhere, show it to you. A little blue knife. And I guess Mama was washing or something. And I was out there as a kid, and I lost my knife. You know, it'd been a year, I guess. And there it was. They threw it out in the dishwater. I think I found it out there. But that was just a way of life. Just imagine now, in your neighborhood, if there wasn't no light whatsoever, blackout. Be like the lights went out in Georgia. If black. This time where Ron lives. If that was all pitch dark.
Oh, yeah.
And he couldn't burn but one light in his whole house at a time. Unless there's two people in there. I mean, Dad would call on you. Now turn that light down, you know I'd run that light bill up.
Yeah.
And because you didn't have nothing but
I'm
light.
still like that. Me too. I still tell them to turn the lights out if they're not in there.
Back during the war, too.
Yeah, they made you
They hear a night
blackouts.
plane, they'd know what plane it was. They'd have blackouts. You turn up all the lights.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Everybody turned the whole city off.
yeah, sure did.
Oh, blackouts. I forgot about that. They was afraid them airplanes sit and bomb you.
Yeah, well,
They didn't know who
sure.
was here and who wouldn't.
Right.
And you know, they put,
That's scary.
you can read your history book on some of that. I've studied quite a bit of that with Harry Truman and what things he took over. He was, when he took president, he was more the kind that run the show.
Yeah.
He wasn't the businessman that Roosevelt was, but he was the guy that was boss. But it's telling about some of that stuff that they even put foreigners in jail and had a camp to put them in.
Well, yeah, sure, yeah.
You wouldn't. I mean, they couldn't run loose out. They didn't know whether it was feeding information back or what.
Right.
So they locked them all up. If you wasn't here, I mean, if you was an outsider, if you're in another country, you had to get into a certain place and lock you up. Well, it's bad war, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
They didn't know who was going to come out. The only thing was going to come out is who got bomb burst.
Yeah.
We did.
But they got to figuring out that when they would talk to each other, when there's that fighting and stuff, and the Japanese are picking up everything they were saying, they had somebody that knew the American language besides Japanese, and they couldn't figure out how they was knowing everything the Americans was doing.
Yeah.
And they got to figuring it out. They know what we're saying.
Yeah.
So they got an Indian on each group and translate to the Indian. They couldn't understand the Indian language.
Yeah.
And that's how they got over it.
That's,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I forgot about a lot of that stuff, but I used to study history on it.
That's interesting.
And with, you know, I mean, they made, Roosevelt made everything, he made it work. He put CC camps, I've talked before, CC camps, had them to build buildings. And see, a lot of people didn't have outhouses then. He said, go to the woods, or just went at bushes or something around the house.
Well, yeah.
I mean, people just don't realize how bad it was and how poor people was. I mean, it wasn't poor. It was just way of life.
It's normal.
Nobody had it.
Nobody had that.
Nobody in our community had a bathroom inside. First one I ever saw was when a 6-year-old, we went to Georgia and stayed in they call them, what do they call them things? tourist camps, tourist courts. You stay in motels. You stay. What somebody built them a big house and they lived downstairs.
Yeah.
And all their rooms upstairs, they'd rent out like a motel room. But your bathroom was in the hall. Go down a long hall, and at the end, everybody had to use it. Go in and take a shower, or just, if you wait long enough, you had to use it.
Yeah,
That's kind of weight on things, wasn't it?
remember the joke that you told Bonnie Lou. And it just tore her all the faces about that.
Yeah, landlord.
The guy have to go into the bathroom.
Yeah, this old boy had stopped to get the key. It's an Ex-Lax salesman. He'd been eating it, and somebody broke in and got it and ate it. They thought it was candy, some employees. They took off down through there, and they just flying. They went to get that key. The landlord did. He was probably half asleep. And that guy walked up. She said to he walked up to the window and said, "Landlord, Lord." Got too late. Heard Barney, come on in here, Barney. Hey, Barney, you better get over here before we tell on you. Oh, you dressed up today.
Yeah, I've been feeling good. You know, I ain't been feeling good. Saved my wife a step, you know.
If he don't straighten up, he's going to need some insurance.
Yeah.
Who's telling
Oh, it's been a rough week, man. I tell you what, it's been a rough week.
Yeah.
Our buddy Bill Williams, Ken
we
Swall.
lost a good one.
Yeah, I'm fixing. They
Ken
say they come
Swall.
in threes. I'm fixing to take David over here and bubble wrap him. That's right. No, it's been a tough week. I was looking at it. It was a year and a half ago we had Bill over here. It's hard to believe. End of March of 24, we went over and ate at Litton's with him. And
Didn't seem that long ago.
I know it. That blows my mind because I got to thinking, man, we just had him out there, and then I got to looking. It was March 28th of 24, and then we had Ken Swall out here in February of 23. It's hard to believe that.
Yeah.
It's 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, boy.
But
When they get him his party for quitting retirement party,
oh yeah,
and they had it at Tennessee Theater.
yeah.
And they said, "Now, who do you want? We'll call and get any star from Nashville, probably, pretty much, that you want." He said, "Well, you know who I'd like to have? David WYSH."
Yeah, he always calls
His
you.
group, and we were over at Tennessee Theater, and I give him a fiddle that night because he used to come into the store. And
Oh yeah.
he'd do like that, and the cat would run every time. You get a picture of that cat taking off.
Yeah.
They pin it. You see? He said,
Do you archive those?
Brad does. Yeah.
Have you got those? I'd love to go back. When we was talking about Ken would always tell me, he said, anytime I need a story, if I was drawing a blank, there's one person I'd call, and it's David WYSH. I'd get a story. He'd go outside the building.
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, you'd be there."
I don't know how many times he was on the Swall's World or the other stuff he had, but Ken was a great guy. Love the Lord, and Bill as well.
He's a good guy.
He was the guy for the job.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, Bill Williams had a great. He was a newsman's newsman. That's what Bill Williams used to call him.
He did so much for the kids. Bill Williams did.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Monday's Child and stuff. I mean, just.
Yeah, those if they're archived and Brad, if you've got them, I have to
You just have to go on his website, and he's got all of them.
Yeah,
so you
that'd
just
be
have to
good.
go back
But,
page backward to get them.
His passion, I go to church, and then good friends had lunch here not long ago with him at Thompson, who started Mission of Hope. But the real inspiration of Mission of Hope was Bill Williams, and the young man that now I go to church with, and they're still doing it. They just got done doing backpacks for those kids, taking school supplies to them, and they do stuff all the time. So
I was on quite a few of them.
oh, he was on a lot of them.
Yeah. They didn't have no Thanksgiving or Christmas. It didn't mean for Bill Williams.
No, and it's right.
I mean, up in Appalachia there.
Yeah. He's got in Fountain City, there's a park, in Fountain City Park, a lot of you know about Knoxville, but they've got a bench over there that just last year, me and my wife went to his 90th birthday party, and then they dedicated a bench over there, and you can go in there and sit on Bill Williams' bench there in the park. I'm sure they've got flowers and stuff over there right now, but it's those are two giants right there.
We took him to Litton's to eat.
Yeah.
We all eat like hogs. I mean,
Remember what he got?
And he just took his home.
Well, he ate some onion rings and then took them home. Yeah, he had I probably shouldn't tell the
He was
story
real
about
thin
what happened.
then, though.
Yeah, he was. But he had
You know,
a
a
fall
lot of
here.
people, when they get older, lose their appetite like that.
They do. Falls, I do that. I still do it today with my insurance group, but when I was a sheriff, I still go out and do these talks on safety tips for seniors. And the number one thing that really affects them, if you're listening, is falls. And that can hurt you, David, as you know. And you got to watch it, because I'm telling you, throw rugs are the number one problem.
When I got up there, started getting up in age, I forget I couldn't do it. I just take bigger steps and go out there and fall down.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I fell. When I first had that in 2001, they said they put me on blood thinner. I'm not on it now, but they put me on blood thinner. And he said, whatever you do, don't fall. I fell from all them steps down from my house down that concrete. And I skinned my head and the skin up. Oh, I had these knees was terrible. And I thought, don't fall.
Out in the garage, you fell out
It didn't bother me. Anything about it. Just.
I got to show y'all something. I went to eat last night. I've got these sinuses things.
I do too.
Every time this year, 2 or 3 times a year, I get this where my head just sounds awful, but I feel good. But so we went to eat last night. I'm down at the Inskip Grill, and if I showed these to y'all before, they've got these plastered everywhere on the walls.
Oh, ain't it?
And I'm gonna show you. I took 3 of the pictures of this stuff.
Kaz Walker life. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have then this one here. I love this one here. That's a montage of the C&W.
CR.
Green stamp.
Yeah, the old green stamps.
Yes,
I've got
sir.
some original of them.
And then they have a bag framed, one of his old grocery bags.
We painted the sign, see, as we did it after at our place. Painted it.
So they
Get the scissors out.
And then they had the one of him with the 2 mules there at the station. I think it was.
That's great.
That scissors.
That's
great.
great.
Made the people before we put them on the sign.
Yeah.
He made the one that was up high, you know.
Yeah.
And they would get your picture made with it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you a quick scissor story. We were painting that big store down Kingston Pike. There's a big store there. And what he done, he started going across the top, big under one roof shopping center. That was a big thing. Mm-hmm. And so this time he told the artist, Mr. Edson, he said, now, they were big buddies when they wasn't growling. That's okay. Yeah. he said, oh, big sign, you know, he told him, big under one roof shopping center. He said, now at the outside edge of it, leave enough room, put me a big old pair of scissors facing that way.
Yeah.
Well, it come lunchtime, and Mr. Evans said, I'm going to go ahead and paint a while. I said, you go up the street and get some crystals right above it. And I went up there, and I said, good night. I don't know what we're going to do. We're running out of space. We ain't going to have enough for the lettering, and we wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I said, he said, no, I made a scale model this before we left the house. He's one you ain't convinced. Mm-hmm. So he walked up the street, and looked at me and said, we're running out of space. When we come back, I said, what you going to do? Paint it out? Sorry, no, I'm camouflage all that. He just started cutting down on the letters a little bit, you know, where he could. And when he got to the very end of that whole front, he grabbed his measuring tape out, and it was 12 inches.
Oh, wow.
He said he wants a foot. I'll give him a foot. That's 12 inches. That's a foot, ain't it? You know, so I thought, what is he going to do? He was so smart, that guy was. He come home, and it was a whole lot more effective. What he was going to do is, he did part of Holiday on Ice. He cut out his huge foot and told him to get up and put him up some angle on and bolted that thing out. And, you know, it stood out, that foot did. It stood out. It was 10 times better than what they had picked out.
Oh, yeah.
He said, there, you like that down there, don't you? I said, yeah. See, now, I thought we went painting down and start over.
Right.
He said, no, I just cut down 6 inches. Now, as big as them letters was, you know.
Yeah.
You never know it.
Yeah.
I start bringing them down an inch at a time.
Yeah.
Well, he was smart. That's so funny. And he'd scale it. He'd take a scale a quarter inch for how much that made, and he'd make it sign just like it's going to be before we put it up and take it, show them what it's going to look like.
It's amazing how the mind, how smart some of these people. I was talking to a guy yesterday. He was on the 1953 Massey Ferguson. You may be listening. You know who I'm talking about, but he was on the tractor the other day, and we was talking about different things and how it works. And he said, yeah, it had 6 places on that shift. You know, it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth gear, and then S. You know what the S was, don't you? Starter.
Yeah.
And I never heard of that. I'm thinking all these, you know, these people, engineers and people's minds, so smart. Oh, so smart.
I made several speeches at lots of clubs and places, and the first thing they'll say, any question, tell us some more about Cass Walker.
They want to know.
And, I had me a good job that I really wanted right before COVID, and the very first one, COVID done started shutting things down. And this woman come to me, she's going to take me to these assisted livings where the big shots, where the big people's at. And she said, how much would it cost me for you just go to these places and speak for 1 hour? And I said, I don't know. I have never had a job just for that. But we come to terms, and I had her. She called me the week before I was supposed to go. She said, they're shutting everything down, and I don't guess we'll do that. I said, no, I ain't going to do it. Get around nobody that can. And I still took it.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that's something I was going to really enjoy. But I did some of it now, not for her, but for other people.
Right.
And I'd go to Optimus Club, different places to speak, and I'd say, when I get through, I said, do you have any questions on this? Would you tell us another story on Cass Walker? Yeah. Every time it's Cass Walker.
I've not run into very many people in East Tennessee that don't either have a story or want to hear a story about Cass Walker.
I do.
And 2 weeks ago, we had Walker Johnson on while he's getting ready for the meal, and Walker had some. I don't think he told a couple of them. He had told me off the air, but he's got some good stories as well. And he's going to get the nerve up, and he's going to come over, maybe not, I don't know if September or October, he wants to come over and sing for you. Do a little John Prine.
Man, he's John Prine, man.
He can do it. Loud. Yeah, he can do it. He's doing better and feeling well.
You know, John Prine was somebody I just loved to hear.
Yeah.
You're in Berg County, boy, wasn't that a good song?
Oh, yeah. He told Ron, he told the story. David probably didn't get to hear it, but he was telling about John Prine. John, he got cancer, and they had to remove part of his jaw. And this guy said something about, will it affect your singing? And John Prine said, have you ever heard me sing before? And he's great. He's a great humorist. He had some great stuff. But
this guy, he worked for me. He played harmonica. But he went and had part of one of his fingers took off, but some way mashed it bad. And I asked him one day, I said, what happened to your finger? He told me he'd mashed it off or something. He said, well, when I got through, so I asked that doctor, can I still play the piano? And he said, yeah. Well, that's good. I couldn't play it before.
Do you know Barry Abernathy?
Yeah.
Barry Abernathy's a great banjo player.
Oh.
Barry has a nub on his left hand, and so he chords. He is
we worked shows together.
Great singer too, and he was with Doyle Lawson for a long time. He's played a lot with Phil Ledbetter. He's now with the Appalachian Road Show with Darrell Webb and those guys. But Barry Abernathy, if you ever get a chance, and he's a good stage man too.
And he wrote that. What's that song? He wrote that.
He's got some great.
Where I come from.
Oh,
he wrote that, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think he did.
I don't know if he wrote that one, but he
wrote one in big songs.
Yeah, he's a good songwriter, but he's
I think he did. And Kenny Chesney covered it, didn't he? Back where
I believe it was. I believe Kenny Chesney. You may have to look it up. I'm thinking that. Of course, I think a lot of things.
Yeah. But Barry's he's got a good voice, but I've always been amazed because he don't have any fingers. He's got a nub.
Yeah.
And I think he's got part of a thumb and a part of his index finger, and he'll just sit there.
Just fly over it.
Oh yeah, and he's good.
I started doing. I'd lay the banjo down, play it with a comb, and we had that plastic weenie. It's what do that.
Yeah.
Play that, and one day I was back there playing. The guy handed me a pack of cigarettes, and I played Cripple Creek with that. And then we were sitting right in the middle of the store, and the guy took a 25 automatic out of his coat and said, "Here."
Oh,
and I played that 25.
I hope it wasn't loaded.
It's loaded. He took it out of his pocket.
I'll show you something. I
should have done Folsom Prison Blues with that one.
Yeah, that's what you should have done. So I got these. I went to pick these things up. I've got to give them out. Look whose picture they put on our ad for our. That's for the fair coming up. So I've got these posters I'm distributing out. I'm going to leave one here with Ron, but they've got I guess Kenny and Ken are the stars now, but they've got them at the top of our brochure for it's coming up September the 9th. But I thought, where's David's picture? Where's my picture? They've got Kenny and Ken, I guess, are the stars now. So anyway, that's coming up. I'll leave one here, and I've got some on
date on
September the 9th. September the 9th, Tuesday, September the 9th. But I'm gonna leave here and I've got some to take over to the store and some other places. I'm giving them.
September 9th. Last year I played in wheelchair.
Yeah, but we had some assistance. Two big old burly boys helped us, so we got you up there.
Okay.
This year, no wheelchair. Let's make sure of that. Okay.
Oh, not yeah. Hey, I'm trying to slow down now.
Yeah.
I fell 2 or 3 times. I fell and broke my hip. Fell and broke my back.
Lord.
I just got this month. This month, last year is when I broke my hip, and they just released me last month.
You're amazing, because I'm gonna tell you, I deal with a lot of seniors all the time, and they a lot of them that does them in. But you're so resilient. I mean, a lot of them won't do the rehab.
I wouldn't even know I broke
stuff.
it before I walk. I don't lamp on there or nothing. I just walk.
Yeah, just being careful. If you listen, the number one thing though on falls is throw rugs.
Yeah.
Throw rugs. A lot of people have throw rugs in their houses.
They're dangerous.
You're a senior citizen, man. Those will get you tangled up quick. Or an animal. If you got a cat or a little dog.
Oh yeah.
Well, that and that's That's
but anyhow, you know, when I went in there before he operated on me, he said, "What do you want to do about this?" And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He said, How do you want it to turn out? And I said, "I won't walk like I did before I broke it." He said, "You can if you want to." I guess he thought I was going to take a wheelchair or cane or something the rest of my life. And I went on, I do that therapy.
Yeah.
But I went through a lot, though.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't sit me in that new place over yonder. In there, I don't know where that, way over down there somewhere. And we just put it in. And when they did, it's a brand new one.
You're talking about the one down off Middlebrook we came to. Yeah, it's a nice facility.
What was it?
I can't think of the name of it. It's a really nice facility.
UT's in on it. Yes. University of Knoxville.
Down off Middlebrook Pike.
I forgot what it was, but anyhow, they'd give me therapy. And the first thing I had to do, and I couldn't set this foot on not even set the weight of the shoe down. I had to hold it back and hop on one leg with a walker. I ain't never walked a walker in my life.
Mm.
And if you ain't careful when you first do one like that, you want to fall backwards. Of course, they had
Yeah.
First thing he does took me over to a smart car and said, "Get in it." I said, "Get in it." I said, "He opened it up, get in there, see if you can get in there." And I got in that thing and sat down.
They have to teach you how to do a lot of stuff over again, don't they?
And I'd have to go 225 feet on one leg hopping. He said, "You better get Bugs Bunny in your mind because you're going to be a rabbit for a long time." I was in there a pretty good while, but I passed and got out. And they hit me, that whole hospital thing there. A man and a woman put me in a wheelchair and they said, "Let's go." And I had to roll all the way around that whole hospital. That's a long ways around that thing.
Yeah.
They said, "You get too tired, you can stop and rest." But I thought, shoot, I'll keep pushing. And they give me therapy and say 25 of them, and I'd do maybe 30. And I'd say, "I got 30 this time." Quit. Yeah. You're supposed to quit on 25. They know if you go under pretty well because I get a watch set.
Right.
And say, "Well, you're wanting out of here." And she said, "Yes, I'm wanting out of here. I want to be able to walk again." And right now, if if I didn't know about it, I wouldn't even know I had it.
Yeah.
It's still rod all the way down. I went to the courthouse and that guy straight over and said, "Now listen, before you start, I've got metal from the top to the bottom." I said, "So?" He said, "Just going through." I said, "You're going to get buzz every time I dip in here."
Yeah. Don't ever do an MRI now. That's dangerous now.
Yeah.
You do an MRI and you got metal on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real danger. I heard had a guy that had on a gold necklace or something there, and his wife was in there having something done, and he heard her screaming, and he went through the door. This is a true story, and went through the door there, and that machine was on. They told him to stop, and he thought she was in pain or something. It killed him. He pulled him in, and because that metal in there, man, those magnets, you can't mess with it. Killed the guy. So, yeah, Now let's liven this show up a little bit.
There you go.
Boys, come on.
Yeah, I've been through them things 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Bad part I like about it, you get in there and they ask you a question, and it goes, said, hold your breath. Hold your breath. Okay, let it go. And they go boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah. Sound like somebody beating it. Yeah, I had one on my brain there a year ago.
And, you can't move.
Yeah.
And,
I say, I say, ain't it time to breathe? Oh, yeah, I forgot to.
I forgot to tell you to breathe.
I got to tell you something funny. Ava Barber was on that. Well, we had a big crowd at Wild Wings.
Yeah.
I mean, they piled them in.
I know it.
It's poor.
Church business is killing me.
But anyhow, Ava and Roger, and Roger played for Ava. And
how's Ava doing?
Doing pretty good. And Freda, is a real good piano player. Now she's going to be playing over here at the new restaurant. What's the name?
Aspire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be playing there. I think it's the last of this month.
Yeah.
We need to go over and listen to her. Sure.
I can't. It's an ex-girlfriend of mine. I know Freda well. My wife.
Well, I just go over and see her for you. That's where you
She's great. She's a great entertainer, and I tell you, she is a great entertainer.
She is.
I think I told you the story.
But Roger told us a joke. He has to have a joke for you.
Oh yeah, Roger.
He said this guy didn't have but 3 hairs on his head. Had 3 big long hairs right there on his head, and said he went in. He told him, said, I guess I need a head washed, and said, kindly take care of them hairs to wash them a little bit. And said, the guy was combing them, done everything up, and at that time one fell out. He said, Betty, I'm sorry. Said, one of them hairs just broke off. Said, I couldn't help it. So I just combed it. He said, well, don't worry about it. Just part them other 2 in the middle.
That's about where I'm at.
He just burst it. So he said, just part them in the middle. And so he started parting them in the middle with his comb, or what was it, his using brush, and another one fell out. He said, another one of them fell out. He said, you don't mind. He said, if you don't mind that last one, just blow dry. It was just a joke, Roger. It hit me funny. Just some things hit you funny.
Yeah, Roger.
Blow dry that if you don't mind. You don't know comb on that, do you?
No, Lord have mercy. Yeah, Roger's an entertainer.
Yeah.
If you don't believe it, ask him.
She done good. She sang good.
Yeah.
Just like I was.
Oh, wonderful.
I told you that, saying I couldn't do nothing in movies and stuff, make one of them till you hype it all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you hold it. I still got hype, and you ain't got no way. Oh, he's a cave buddy. That guy is.
Yeah.
He just don't know what to say when. He went there and played drums, a little bit for Lawrence Welk, and he had to go off that. And before he maybe got married, he come up here to Violin Busters, started telling them how they had to do things. You have to put the show on the union. You got to do this and that. And they're already paying more, and he didn't know what the deal was. And they's paying $5 more, I believe, on the road, and this. She said, we keep up the union. Boy, she got mad. First time I saw her get mad. I'm telling you right now, you don't come in here and tell us how to run this show. Boy, she made me heavy. But he's always telling people.
Some people are like horses. They need bridles.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I got to tell you one, too, on him. His buddy was telling me, he's got this truck, so he was pulling these big loads, with the fifth wheel, and they pull these trailers that haul big loads. So he got him a job doing that. Well, he had his truck looking real pretty, and he saw some beautiful bumpers, and he's going to buy them. And he took his 2 off right quick and sold them to a guy, and went over to get them. They done sold them, let them out, and they were way higher. He had the money, and they was out in his truck without no bumpers. Oh, goodness. He's one of a kind, Roger is. He's all the time, he worries about me making money and stuff. He'll say, I was coming over here to the TV station one day and riding down Clinton. Phone rung, it's Roger. He said, David, what are you going to do with that money when you die? I said, well, I might have to hit it. He said, I wish you'd put me in. Could you some way put me in Ava over some of it? give very little because I ain't got a lot of money for it.
Some people are just like horses.
And you bridle.
They have a bridle and they also have a.
We was doing a big show somewhere. Bill Kim was introducing us, and he came up to me. Roger said, "You know, David said he's squeezing that buffalo nickel so hard that the Indian looks like he's riding a buffalo."
You talk about Phil Campbell. So this Inskip Grill, it's good food. By the way, if you ever get over to Fountain City, it used to be on Inskip, but now it's over there. It's really good food. But they named their sandwiches after some East. They need a David WYSH sandwich. You need to go over there so they'll have one. But they have an Archie Campbell sandwich, and I forget what all's on it. But they've got an Elvis
Jack
sandwich.
Gilden, ain't that, believe?
No, that's at Litton's. This is at the Inskip Grill. It's a really good burger.
Down high school.
No, this is right there in Fountain City. If you get off 640 in Fountain City, before you get into Halls, before you get to the Duck Pond, it's there on the left of the strip mall. It's good. Go over there. Really good burgers, onion rings, sandwiches, but they've got different types of burgers.
What's the name of it?
The Inskip Grill. Inskip Grill. But I hate to give them plugs today, but they.
I think didn't it move from?
It moved from Inskip.
Yeah,
but they used to have home cooking there. But this is more sandwiches and stuff.
I go over and eat breakfast sometimes.
Oh, it's good. But they've got a Elvis burger or Elvis sandwich, which is fried. I think it's fried banana with bacon and peanut butter, and they say it's real good. But they had the guy sitting next to me last night. They brought his out. And I don't know what it was he got, but it was this high. I don't know how in the world the guy was going to get it in his mouth. I'm telling you, I don't know how he's going to eat it. But it's good food there. But they have an Archie Campbell one. I'll have to look next time and tell y'all what it is.
It's got a
Jack Gilden. Yeah, it's good. It's good food. Both those places are good to eat at.
We've eaten there a lot.
Yeah.
Played music there for several shows.
Yeah. Had a lot of people bragging on the dumplings and stuff this last time too. Oh yeah, all the officers have already called me and said, "Hey, when we get to do that again?"
Hey. One of the boys that work outside of us said he heard them talking going out the door, and they said, "We couldn't get food. It's good. Don't worry."
No, they can't. No, they can't because it's no, and they do. I'm serious. They've already called me and asked me. Said,
"When's next?
When can we do that again?" I said, "I don't know, boys. We can't do that every week." And David, he's scratched on money because Roger's trying to take it off.
I don't know how many chickens she put in there. They was chicken every other bite.
Yeah.
Chicken was all put.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a movie. Glenn Campbell was on it, and he was eating chicken and dumplings. And that guy said, "Don't hurt your eyes." And he said, "What do you mean?" Trying to find some chicken. You wouldn't hurt your eyes on our chicken.
No,
it's plenty of it.
Homemade soup.
Man,
homemade soup is outside, wasn't it?
Fellowship was real good.
And ham.
The Fellowship was good.
Oh, yeah, Fellowship good. And ham.
Ham's great. Hey, did Russ and Becky get over to the show at Wild Wings? No, they come over to eat with us, but they were going to be here in town for a little bit. So, okay, I'll get with you.
Boy, then for the races up there with Ron,
American Idol. You're talking about Noah Peters.
Noah Peters.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I meant to even do that song. I forgot it.
Was David with him this time?
Yeah.
His dad?
Daddy, yeah.
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, I'll get with you on who all you got coming next month. We'll try to get Walker and Justin Terry and some of them back over for you.
Oh, man, yeah.
He's good, though. His dad, man, he's as good as boys is.
Yeah.
And you get all three of them together, you're talking about some harmony.
Yeah, they are. He's got a good niche going for him. Yeah. I'm happy for him.
He's gonna make it big time, ain't he?
Yeah, he's already doing really, really well.
He's already pretty big, but I'm talking about he's gonna hit. Oh, he can sing, that guy can.
Well, he's got a great natural voice too, and he can do pretty much any genre. He can do pop.
The three of them. Listen, I had the three of them on the first time. And people jumped up out of their chairs and ran up there and surrounded the bar. I mean, the stage.
Wanting to watch.
They're with my bar and everything and sitting there looking at them.
Oh, they're that good. I mean, they're that good. People don't realize if they come over to Wild Wings when you're doing your stuff, the talents you got there. That's like this poster. I looked there. I told them I picked it up. I said, "You don't even know who those guys are, do you?" And they said, "No, we just thought that was a good picture, so we put it on there." And I said, "Well, that guy grew up with Johnny Paycheck," and I was telling them a story about Ken, and I was telling them about some of the other people that plays for you and you and stuff like that. And they said, "Well, we didn't know." I said, "Well, you do now."
Everybody that works for me now is the Opry people.
Yeah.
Kind of Opry.
Yeah. And I told them I grew up over at Kenny's daddy's place over at Carl Bean's barn. I grew up there Friday and Saturday nights.
Yeah.
That's where my mama every week. But, it's all good stuff. People don't realize they miss out on seeing stuff. They just take stuff for granted.
Yeah.
I've told the story. I was telling somebody that asked me about Rodney had called me. And by the way, I need to tell you this. Mary Costa. So Mary is. When I started to say that story was when I had Maggie Peterson here in 2019. So she had never ate a Chick-fil-A. They don't have them in Las Vegas. And so when we picked her up at the airport, she wanted, I said, we got to get something to eat, Miss Maggie. I said, would you like to go? And me and my wife picked her up at the airport. She said, well, if y'all are not going to eat, don't worry about it. And I said, no, honey, you're going to eat with us. And so she said, do y'all have those Chick-fil-A's? And I said, oh, yeah. Do you not have them in Las Vegas? And she said, no, but I hear they've got a real good chicken sandwich. So anyway, what I was going to get at, so the last night, that Saturday night after our show, we was taking her back to the hotel, and I said, Miss Maggie, we need to get something to eat. You need to eat something. And I said, where would you like to go? And she said, well, can we go back to that Chick-fil-A again? And so I took her to Chick-fil-A, and I'm on Kingston Pike, and it's me and Dawn, my wife, and Maggie Peterson sitting there eating, and all these people just walking around. And I told Dawn, I said, that's real sad to me. These people don't even realize who that is sitting there. So that's Hollywood royalty. It is to me. And but you take it for granted. But what I started saying, Mary Costa, she's 95 now. Just turned 95 in April. Still beautiful and sweet, just a sweet inside and out. But so I'm going to have Rodney. She wants to see Rodney Dillard, and so I've called Rodney, and they're going to try to come over sometime soon. And so I'm going to get them with her. But next time I get to speak to her, I'm going to bring your name up and watch her light up.
Yeah.
And
I give her a CD of me and Luke done big band.
She loved it.
She called me and said, David, I didn't know you and Luke played big band. So I listened to that thing all the way through. I'm going to listen to it again. Said it's good. She calls me every now and then and tells me she's playing one of her songs or something.
Did you know, I did not know this, and there's video of it. You can go on YouTube and pull this up. She actually, when John F. Kennedy got assassinated, the family requested her to sing, and you'll see it. It's an operatic song, and it's in black and white, but there's a video of Mary Costa. She still lives over in Knoxville. I mean, sweet lady. And I've told you all the story about my first time ever getting to meet her was I'm an idiot, and I was getting people out. I had this lady that was at their home in Sequoia Hills, had hired me to come and do an event at their house. And so I get these people out in the audience, and I pulled up two ladies to play the Fun Girls, and one of them I had was Mary Costa, and I didn't know who she was, and she hammed it up and was so sweet and so nice. But she is unbelievable talent.
Oh, she's something else, man. She's so nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't know who all she'd been. She's doing a thing at or sitting, I guess she was doing something up at the Appalachia. Mm-hmm. And she's sitting on a bench, and Carl B didn't know who she was, and he was sitting there close to her, and he said, did you sing or something?
Oh my gosh.
He said, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
He sang or something.
If you've got the tape of Sleeping, but I think she is the last living Disney princess of the movies.
Really?
So she's the voice of Aurora and Sleeping Beauty and the singing and talking voice. But I'll tell you a great story she tells. She doesn't do anything out in public anymore. She won't come out and do radio or nothing like that. But she was telling the story about how she got that part. She auditioned for the part of Sleeping Beauty, and she was at home, and the phone rang, and her mother answered the phone and said, "Is this Miss Costa?" And she said yes, and she was telling her who. So she told it was her mother answered the phone, told the gentleman told her who he was, and said and told Mary to come to the phone. She goes, "Mary, Walt Disney wants to talk to you," and it was Walt Disney.
Oh wow!
He called her himself to tell her she'd got the part. Wow. And she's got so many stories. But the way our tie-in with her was, my wife got to know her pretty well from the doctor's office, and her bringing somebody else in there as well. But she was very, very sweet. But she sent me a CD, a DVD. I've got it. still yet is through CBS and Viacom. She appeared on the Don Knotts variety show, and the Dillards were on there with her, and Bob Newhart, Elaine Joyce, and all these folks. And it's such a neat story of how it came about. But while she's on that show, they had her doing this opera stuff, but she comes back out, and you know what she sung with the Dillards? Ebo Walker. Yeah, if you're an Andy Griffith fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. But she sang Ebo Walker with them, and it's so good. So she tells the story about her family. Some of her kinfolk saw that show because they were she was in California at the time, and her folks were back here, and they watched it first here on Eastern Time. And when that show aired, and she goes, the family didn't know it was her. Said, "Who's that girl singing with them country singers?" And she never told me. They didn't know it was her doing it because she sung Ebo Walker instead of opera.
You know, we had her. We did several shows. She was in the audience watching us. Yeah. She just thought the world, me and Luke. And Tracy actually done a big band. But I said, "Luke, there's something bothering me here today." He said, "What is it?" I said, "Well, they told me if I could get on Bonnie and Buster's show, I could go somewhere." I said, "I got on it, played 8 years. Never got out of Knoxville." I said, "Then I went to the Cat Walker show. Nobody's ever made it win on the Cat Walker show, you know. Played there 9 years, and I'm still here in Knoxville." I said, "What it cost that? I didn't play on either one of them. Look where she's at."
She loved that.
She loves that like you pick on her.
Yeah. You need to talk to her. She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart.
So David West will tell you how.
Yeah, there's a good friend of mine that tunes her piano. He's probably the best piano tuner in East Tennessee, and he's in big demand. But he's over there about every 3 months at her house, and he says, you know what the sweetest part about it is? He says we'll get done tuning, and she'll just sit and she'll tell me stories about Hollywood and all this other stuff. But she loves East Tennessee, still lives here, and still beautiful outside and in. I mean, she's still a beautiful lady. She's
oh, I know her. She's first class, man. Yeah. As Luke said, she's top shelf.
Top shelf. She is top shelf. Yeah. So many treasures of East Tennessee. That's why, talking about Cass Walker and you and these other people, and East Tennessee people, if you're from here and you know this area, I mean, just like we was talking about Bill Williams and Ken Swall and those others, and so I'm trying to pick now who I've got a local celebrity to call this bingo, and I've had Russell Bevan, Todd Howell, and Alan Williams. So I think this year I'm using Lori Tucker from Channel 6 possibly to do it, possibly, but these people are the ones that are genuinely nice and down to earth. That's the ones I really care about.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. And I like to see a lot of those people. Every one of them that's been to the top, they're always the nicest, usually. And you have a few every now and then, but most of them are nice.
Bigger than they are, the nicer they are. That's what Barney said.
Yeah, Barney said bigger.
Not giving them the big freeze.
Okay.
That's what Barney's going to do.
But she's really, really good. And, a lot of people are like that I've run into down through the years and didn't even know who they was. A lot of times played for them. And I saw a picture a few months ago. It's in the off-base office. I got it shut up. But there's a picture of whatever the president is of Egypt. He's prime minister or something. Him and Sonia Butcher was dancing, and I sent her a picture of the banjo for him. Wow. They got us. That's three right, just like that.
Great picture.
That's three in there. There is Sonia was really doing some good steps, and he was too. And the main guy of General Motors, he was at one of them big shows, and he was just standing there at his banjo, just looking at me. Like he's just looking at it, and I said, "Come here a minute. Can you do like that? Move your hand like that?" He said, "Yeah." I said, I told the boys, I said, "Keep up with me now, Cripple Creek." And I let him play Cripple Creek like that, and run up and down the neck, and he could play it if he just keep doing that. Because I knowed it. Like, I knowed it with my left hand, and they just flew around him. Oh, there's so-and-so up there, what his name was now. He is over there playing the banjo. Look at him. When he got through, they patted him on the back. He thought he was a banjo player. But it's just so many people that you pick for, and they just love you, and you don't even know whether they know you or like you or anything else. I've done a thing at Cherokee Country Club, And Mr. Haslam, he told me a job, and our coach Boomer was there, and I said, "Boy, I like you in that movie, Blindside." I said, "That was good. You did so good in that." He said, "I said I watched it 2 or 3 times." He said, "Well, that's nothing. I used to watch you every morning." So you really think he didn't know who you was?
In that same movie, there's a guy named David Dwyer, lives over in Maryville. He's been on a ton of movies. He's one of those actors that you see him, but he lives in Maryville. And it's David Dwyer. And if you ever watch The Blind Side, he's the redneck dad behind Sandra Bullock when she turns around and says, "Hey, Deliverance, that's my boy. That's David." That's making bad remarks there, but David's a great guy. Yeah. Those are humility's a lost art. You're talking about people that they've been to the top, or they've got money and stuff like that. Humility's a lost art nowadays, isn't it? I always think of people that's made it. The ones that I really like are the ones that help other people make it as well, and give them a shot. David's done that. Cass Walker did that. You give other people an opportunity to either perform or showcase some of what they have.
Every little band that come by, I put them on. A lot of them started me. You remember the band Knoxville Grass?
Oh, gosh.
Well, there's another little group come out, and they're going to come over and pick. They changed it. They told their name was Clinton Grass.
Oh, really? Who's in that band?
I believe John Murray was in it. I believe there's different ones in it. I can't remember who I was in right now.
Now, Knoxville Grass, was Paul in that group?
Yeah, Paul Brewster. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Paul.
Knoxville Grass. They call themselves Clinton Grass,
Okay.
Clinton Grass. I thought that's the thing. This is Clinton Grass. Can we get on Saturday night? And I said, well, yeah, you get on.
See, you should have had a band.
I think that's the first place they played.
You could have had one called Dead Grass. Jerry Garcia and little Bill Monroe.
Everybody started that Knoxville Grass. Had a houseboat up there at Hickory Star. He sold up mobile homes and stuff.
Yeah.
And
what was his name?
I had down tip of my tongue. David knows who he is.
Yeah. Paul, I mean,
they come up there and did a show at the Hickory Star.
Yeah, real well. He started Knoxville Grass.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He started. He named it. I was with him. He named it. He's right around. He helped me set monuments and he helped me. I can't think his name.
It wasn't related to Paul, though, was it?
Hey, he come and got in the truck with me with his suit and tie on. So I went right around to you a while then and talked to you. So I'm fixing to start. He'd had different groups, or he'd had rock and roll groups. He started several groups. So I'm starting a new group called them Knoxville Grass. Do you think it's okay with that? He said, I like to run it by you before I do it. I said, is Knoxville Grass a good? I said, that's a real good name. I said, that's good. And but he rode around, and sure enough, 2 weeks, man, he started it. And he was a guy. I don't know why I can't think of his name. I know him. I guess because you can't.
I bought his houseboat.
Yeah. I come up and played at cancer when he had a benefit show.
Yeah, sure did.
Alex Leach, you remember Alex? Everybody knows Alex. So he played the Opry the other night with this young boy that's from Blount County. Unbelievable mandolin player. He's been playing with Daly and Vincent quite a bit. I just went blank on his name, but he's I think 15 to 16 years old. But oh my goodness! But Alex got to play the Opry. Alex.
Oh yeah.
And he's a picker now and stuff. He's played with Ralph Stanley Jr., and some others. But he's got his own band now. I just went blank on this boy's name, but he played with Daly and Vincent's been around playing a lot, but he's out in Blount County, and
that's what I was
he's a prodigy. This kid's really, really good.
He really is.
Yeah.
Plays good mandolin.
Really good. Yeah, vocals will come. He's still almost at the point where his voice is still changing, but he's good. He's really good.
Yeah.
He really reminds me, first time I see him, he reminds me of Graylin.
Yeah, his hair looks like Graylin. Yeah. But, I got
about names. Sunshine Slim was MC on the barn up there at Appalachia, and he'd say, he'd come back through there, and I know so-and-so, he'd say, so-and-so called their names out, and they just walk up and and be on stage. And he walked up to Dora Lawson, so he didn't know Dora Lawson, no. He didn't know nobody, hardly. They just put him MCing. He said, he walked right straight at Dora Lawson. Dora Lawson next. He's looking like kid. Dora Lawson looked at him and said, don't you know who I am? He said, no, do you know who I am? He said, but if you're Dora Lawson, you're next.
Wyatt Ellis is his name. Wyatt Ellis. Wyatt Ellis, yeah. If you get a chance to pull up anything, he's probably about 15 or 16 now, maybe. But he's a prodigy, and he's unbelievable. He's playing with all the stars and stuff. They've got him. They get him up on stage, but he's played the Opry the other night with Alex Leach. And so he's Wyatt Ellis. You're going to hear a lot about him. But his hair does look like Graylin.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate him.
Yeah.
That hair.
But he seemed like first time I seen that boy, he was on that thing out of Kentucky, the Woods song thing, and he used a lot of young artists, and that's the first time I seen that boy.
Yeah.
And he was like maybe 10, 11 years old then.
Oh, yeah.
And he was on that, and he always has a young star on there, and he was on there. The next time I seen him, he's on Daily Vincent.
Yeah, Daily Vincent. He's not with them all the time now because I went and seen Daily and Vincent back in May when Merle was helping sponsor that show. It was good. I went up and saw it. But you would notice it more than most of us like me. But he is so clean when he's picking.
Oh, yeah.
And it's amazing. It's amazing how clean someone. I'm sitting there thinking it's probably an instrument that makes it so clean, but it's not.
Playing, you know, if you take pride, I always try to play as clean as I could. There's one woman come up to me, she said, you play, I never did like a banjo in my life. I said, I heard you. Said, you play so smooth, it sounded like water running over rocks.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's
pretty good compliment.
Well, the mandolin, when you're fanning, which I took a few lessons, and Tony Thomas, he helped me a little bit, but fanning is one thing, but I fumbled through stuff so much that it's not crisp.
I quit my job sanding floors and all. I went to Gatlinburg. This fella had just left the Osborne Brothers, and they won't even stay because he's a real hot MC. He's one of the best. That's where me and Russ both worked. Our MC work was from him. And they offered him a three-way split, so if you just stay with us, because they didn't want them talk much.
Right.
And he was a showman, boy. He could tell jokes. He could make you laugh where you want to turn. He's about in Fred's class. Only he played a good leader of a band and all. And I was at his house the first night I met him, and they set me up. They took me up there to get me to play.
Yeah.
And they told me they had a banjo for sale. They did, but it was tied up in court. And he's sitting there at the living room looking at the coffee table and different things. He's going through some songs. And I said, I don't think I can work with you all. He said, how come? I said, I just know about 10 songs. He said, you know 10 songs? He said, that's all we do, 10 songs. You do the same old 10 all season. He said, we're playing convention stuff. We'll play twice for the same people. So if you can do 10 songs, he said, you know what? If you know over 10 songs, you wouldn't stay with us no how. You go somewhere big.
Man, I just like learn one.
So could I played somewhere and said, yeah, you're exactly what I want.
Yeah.
10 songs.
Yeah.
But he played the same old thing over and over everywhere you go.
Yeah.
What was his name? Was it Steve? When Steve was it?
No.
Okay. We'll think of it next
Oh,
week.
he is a great guy, man. He's
Oh,
just
yeah, businessman, sold insurance.
Insurance salesman. Man, I steer clear of
so
it.
mobile homes,
He sold
insurance.
mobile homes
Yeah.
for Clayton, too. He was big on that.
That's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lordy.
But he'd go with me. He just liked to hang around me because I played banjo, and he loved bluegrass. He'd just quit a rock and roll band. And he'd come out there, what are you going to do, Dad? I said, I got to go see some monuments in a few minutes. And he said, can I go with you? And I said, yeah. He dressed like that, suit, tie, and he said, yeah, I'm going to take his tie off and his coat. And he'd go out there and roll his shirt sleeves up and get in there and help us. And this other guy said, that didn't even work good. And he'd go out there and he could really get into it. He'd tell me everything he'd do like that. I guess he thought I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know much myself. But he'd tell me about asked me out, but he started Knoxville Grass, and he was with him for a while, and then
They turned it. Did it? Was it the same band, the same guys, same members that went
all
on
of
to?
it him, I think.
But the same ones went on to the Pinnacle Boys.
Yeah.
Because that's who. That's
New
who
Pinnacle,
Paul went on
New
to.
Pinnacle,
The
yeah.
Pinnacle Boys. Yeah.
Paul Brewster and them guy.
Yeah. I didn't know if it's same
Paul,
members.
Bud, all of them come up there when he found out he had cancer and stuff. Then they come up there at the boat dock and put on a big show. David's up there, and Bud Brewster and Paul and all of them's there, and entertain for him.
Yeah.
And man, he sat there and tears run down his face. And, but he was really a great guy.
He was good. He sung good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he
Good
sang.
singer,
Yeah.
I mean, he was the lead singer for Knoxville Grass, I guess. We started because he put them all together, and he phased out. Probably his job, he couldn't do as much because he sold Clayton, he sold all that stuff, and he sold for. He had different things he could do. He's good at anything because he made big bucks, I guess. But anyhow, I guess we're interview hired.
How you been doing? You always got on the pretty shirts. Nice to be over here, man. I was able to get out here today.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Last week I had to go to Wallen, so
We're getting close to
love
winding up
coming here to see you.
Tell them again about the fair here.
September the 9th. It's on a Tuesday, senior day at the Tennessee Valley Fair. We're going to have start sign-ups around 10ish or so, but David West and his crew will be singing from about 11:30 to 12:30, and I've got some posters. I'll give it to Ron here, and if anybody, and I'll bring you some tickets, and we'll give them away here in the next few weeks. It's only 2 weeks from Tuesday, so next week.
Yeah, we'll be playing Wild Wings right for you.
You're on the 8th. You're at Wild Wings that Monday night, and then Tuesday at noon we're at the fair that day, and then I'll be back there again on the 13th, which is Saturday at 1:00 doing the Mayberry Day at the fair, which we'd love for folks to come out to that. But Madison Insurance Group's helped sponsor this, and Mike Kelly came over and ate with us the other day.
That's good.
I told Ron to start running some stuff if you want to on that Sunday morning show, and I'll get with Elizabeth or whoever there and make sure we do whatever we need to do. But we listen to him every Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Love listening to Mike. But I just appreciate getting to be here. I tell you what, I last week it hit me hard. I told Don, I said, so many people that we love and that we've enjoyed their company and fellowship through the years. You just take them for granted. And Robin Wilhoit, who's super sweet lady, she had a lunch appointment for tomorrow. She's tore up. Tomorrow she's supposed to go lunch with Bill, and so people like that, don't take it for granted. Family members, somebody may not be well known, but they're important to you.
Yeah.
Make sure you tell them you love them and hug them, and every day's a gift. So
true.
That's and I don't take it for granted. I enjoy getting to be out here. I know it's talk about silly stuff, but at the same time, it means a lot to me to get to be here with you guys. I've enjoyed it so much.
Yeah. We'll tell a little bit about Satterville now, because Anthony Lay, he's got so many people on Facebook. What he does every time he sells a Martin, there's a lot of guitars. You don't get them all, but a big load of them, he takes them outside or somewhere in the store, makes a picture and puts it on the internet.
Yeah.
He's selling them. He's got a big selection of Martins right now. They just started coming in, they're pouring in. He's got Martins galore over. So if you want a Martin or a Fender or a Gretsch, but a lot of people look at the Martins again. He said that night, right at closing time, fella pulled in and said, "I'm from Ohio, I drove all the way down here to get a Martin." He said, "Well, we'll open back up."
Yeah, I bet he would.
And he said, "I've heard about this place. They say this is a place to get a Martin." He said, "Yeah, come in and buy him one." So
Good.
But he's getting a lot of people in there, and they're looking at. He said, "I'm not selling very much to them." But I said, "Yeah, but they're all going off telling what you got."
That's right.
It's just that you're getting your advertisement for free here.
Yeah. And
of course, it's working. It's paying off. But Anthony Lay's got it going over there, and a lot of people knows Anthony. He was he started out as a policeman, and then he went to the county deputy, and then he went to highway patrolman. He come back and run for sheriff and got to Scott County, and then he went on to U.S. Marshal. And then his daddy got sick. His dad's been real sick here lately too. They had him in the hospital, but he wanted to be with him. His dad had a stroke. He's afraid he just wanted to be with his mom, his parents. And he come back, went back to the highway patrol and stayed on it till he started selling a lot of drums, and he didn't have really a big outlet for one. And so he took the store over now. And he's selling, he's got the biggest selection of drums, I guess, in the whole state. He's got drums. I reckon he carries every brand, every major brand's out there.
He got a bunch. He got old drums, new drums.
Did you get to see him get run?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Boy, he got a pile of man.
Yeah. He's got
brands I ain't even heard of.
He's got old collectible. I mean, he's got some drums from the 60s.
Yeah.
Nice set of Ludwigs. I mean, he had a nice set of Ludwigs when I was out there. He's got about everything.
Well, he's got them. He carries a lot of heads and different types of sticks and all kinds of hardware for him and stuff too. So if you need anything like that, just go. You know, I got my barber chair down there. I caught my office, and I try to go down there every day and get the mail and sit there for an hour or two. But a slew of people come in I forgot about, don't know. Oh, David cheered at me, run over, shake hands. You know, they said I've traded you one man yesterday. I bought 5 guitars off you since during down through the years. Told what kind he was. And I bought that one. You know what? Up at that door, that door right yonder, is that red one hanging around here. I said, boy, that's a good guitar. Yeah, I wouldn't take nothing but a guitar. Here comes another. I bought that blue one that time you had me. You remember showing me that blue one? I'll let that go, and I've been sick ever since.
Last one I got was a black and gold with Gretsch I got from you for one of the boys.
That was a good one there, yeah.
He loves
that was a remember one there.
He loves that one. Yeah, that was his
that's a
wedding present.
What was that nut?
It's a Gretsch. It was it's that black
Dove.
gold
Was it Dove?
I don't know.
It's a $100 guitar.
It's Gretsch. It was,
I believe it
gave me a good deal on it, but it was
real high.
Like you had it listed for about $4,000 or something like that, but it gave me a good wedding present.
Remember you about Ron?
I don't know. A bunch. I got enough I can start my own store.
I'll tell you a funny story before we leave. Then you was talking about Freda earlier. So my first guitar I actually bought from a guitar store was from Lynn's Guitars from a guy I was taking lessons from. So I bought this Aria Pro Series P450. It's a nice guitar. I still got it. It's sat under my bed for 40 years now. 1981 I bought it. So Freda's a really good musician. She plays piano. So we were dating at the time, and I took her. Well, I hope my wife's not listening. So I took it and up to her house, and I said, I've been taking lessons. I can't play this thing at all. She took that guitar out of the case, and she was just making songs and playing with it. I got so mad. I said,
take your toys and go home.
Back in the case, and I said, I'm not even going to take any lessons anymore.
Go home.
Some people's got it, some don't, but that's funny. But,
it's a side.
Let me ask you if so. I know we was talking about Bill and Ken. So if there's anybody y'all think of that you'd like to bring out as a guest sometime, like those guys. I know Walker, we did it over the phone. But if you got any of those, let me know.
I like the songs.
And but
the stories too.
Yeah, I don't. You've ever had? I know we brought Russell out a while back, but Robin or Beth or Lori Tucker, any of those?
I'd like to hear her.
Who?
Robin Wilborn, she'd come.
Oh yeah, she would. She's a sweetheart, man. Yeah, that's what I love about her.
She is so nice.
She's super sweet. Now Robin and Beth, and then of course Beth and Russell's not there anymore, but those folks from the television stations, all of them's been super good.
Abby Ham's sweetheart too.
She's sweet. She's sweet. Yeah, she's sweet. But they're. If you think of any of them you want, we'll bring them out or something if you want to. I mean, you can call them too, but they've been always bent over backwards to help you.
Yeah.
So that's why I love about them.
I mean, when we go up there, she's just down to earth. I've been on that show, on the show so many times.
Yeah. Beth is the one that used to come out the store and stuff. And Beth is one, I know Karen wrote Robin Wilhoit on a picture of Beth over in the store, but that was Beth Haynes. But Robin is the one that used to co-host with Bill Williams, and she does with John Becker now.
I mean, when they used to come out there and had them great big old cameras on the back and started doing stuff.
Not no more.
Nope.
We was talking, Ray Rose called me yesterday. And we was talking about stuff, and we was talking about the cameramen and stuff now. So WVLT, Channel 8, they don't use cameramen. Foxy, Channel 10, he's still there, and several of the others. But a lot of these stations that went automated where they don't have them. They're on like a stand and they roll them around and they're controlled from a control room. It's the craziest thing I ever saw. Because last time I was on WVLT, they were doing something. I thought, where's the people? They go, oh, we don't have cameramen. It's robotic. Look at that one right there, and it will tell you which one to go to. That when you see the red light on. Look at the other, and I'm like, okay, it's weird, but it's great. So
progress.
Yeah, I guess they call it progress.
Okay, if you need any sound, just call out there for Doug. He's a sound man, ain't he? He put up some of the best sound. He done Fire this year.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how good he was.
Yeah.
But see, we got Grand Ole Opry people playing Rick. You know, he was there with Bill Monroe and some other entertainers.
Yeah.
And then you got Ken started, Paycheck worked.
Yeah.
He worked with.
If you don't want to know who Ken is, right there, go ahead and take that.
And that's a rare picture because he never did smile.
When I saw that, and I thought, why did you use that picture? I thought, well, you got Ken Bonham to smile. I'm gonna save one of these and give to Ken. Take that one, Ron. But that, yeah, you're right. You've got Grand Ole Opry, and people don't realize the talent and the experience that you've got of those people picking for you, and so it's always great. I always get bragged on about, that band. They're good. I go, yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
they ought to be.
Phil Campbell, he just couldn't keep a job. He's done so many different things.
Yeah.
And you go,
but he is a good musician, boy. Shoot, man. Anything your strings on the record, he can play.
Oh, you're talking about Rick Campbell.
Rick, yeah.
I said Phil, yeah.
Yeah, Rick, well.
And Phil's pretty good. Wow.
Phil's a pretty good fella, too.
Great guy. Love to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, Danny is with Charlie Pride, 40-something years.
Yep.
Well, he can sing any song, I reckon, you name.
I asked him
singer like
I asked him the other night, I said, do you ever do that behind closed doors of Charlie Rich? Yeah, I used to do it all the time.
Well,
he didn't have time to sing it the other night, but I like to say it. I don't reckon it's a song he don't know.
Yeah.
Dale T. Sharp, a lot of people. Dale had his own band, traveling all over the country. He said he went to Nashville and he had a truckload of furniture, but when he come back, he didn't have nothing but a suitcase. He's funny, old Dale T. He bought his first fiddle for me. He said his grandpa gave him pigs, and he sold them, got nothing money to buy his fiddle. He does a lot of, when he'd work up, Dale would go down to Georgia, he used to do it after the morning. Oh, it's out of the house now.
That's good.
Yeah, I talked a lot of them. Grand Ole Opry people said they come to Nashville in a big Cadillac, leave the Silver Eagle.
Yeah. Hey, before I forget, Ron Benson. Have you heard Ron Benson sing After the Fire's Gone? That song. Pull that up sometime. Rhonda Benson's doing that now.
Is she?
Ellie's song.
Ellie makes one. Well,
Rhonda Benson does a great job of it.
She makes a good bluegrass song.
Oh, she nails it. There's videos and stuff out there, but she's got it. I don't know which album it's on, but boy, it's good. If you ever get a chance to listen to Rhonda Benson sing.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people done that.
How many different people did that?
Yeah.
Georgia Tammy.
I pulled up.
Conway and Loretta.
I pulled up You're the Reason Our Kids Is Ugly the other day by Cyndi Lauper and Vince Gill. Have you heard it?
No.
Listen to it. Play that thing. That thing is good. It's Vince Gill and Cyndi Lauper. I pulled it up after we left when we was here last together. But boy, it's good. Vince Gill but you would think Cyndi Lauper? It's good.
That's cool.
And
Vince is good about anything he does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that ugly wife of his.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I guess we're winding up.
Right.
Till next week. Hope to get to see you again. Thank you for coming by. I heard Barney, and we got Dustin here with us.
Yeah, I've been booting Dustin out here, so Dustin, you're going to have to get back over here and talk about haircutting.
Now, Dustin, the haircut, he like old guy said that we had him out there. He's a barber, and he said, "What's your position in life?" He said, "I'm a barber, a lady's barber and a lazy man. So he had it all, you know.
Justin said that.
No, every Daily Carson.
Yeah.
One of Creed's favorite people, Daily Carson.
Yeah.
And Creed was there the other night. He comes out sometimes, sits on the porch with me, and we reminisce, go back to some of them good old stories.
Love his stories. Yeah.
But whatever you do, come by and see us, because I know you'll be wanting to see some of Martin. We got a lot of them. And if you need Doug, he can come out, put any sound, little or big, he can do them. He does them all. So we'll get to see you next week. Remember what Mr. Walker said, you be good to the Lord, and he'll be good to you, and thank you all, and good day.
Thank you for listening to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. each day, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1380 WYSH and BBB TV 12. Or listen live online at WYSHradio.com. And remember, if you have a question, comment, or problem, call in tomorrow and ask your neighbor. Or email from our website. It's Ask Your Neighbor. Thanks for listening.